So this is dedicated to my man Crab, who showed me some videos the other day about doing butter. So I decided let me try to make some homemade butter. This is really simple. So I'm gonna go through and show you the steps in the process. So you need a good food processor. You know, any food processor. I think even a blender might even work for this. You need to get yourself some heavy whipping cream, heavy cream. All right. Make sure if you get heavy cream, make sure it has little to no milk in it. And I found this cream here is just organic cream I got from the store with no milk. And that's it. I'm going to do a little twist because Crab was talking about some garlic butter the other day. So I'm going to do a little twist with garlic butter, but let's get this started. So we're going to take the milk. We're just going to dump it right in here. And make sure you got a fill line on this thing. Make sure you don't fill this up past that fill line, because if you do, you're going to get splashes all over the place. Now you'll notice that I dumped the whole bottle in there. That's because I made this before, without filming, just to make sure everything went fine. And that's pretty much it. Now I'm going to take my processor, close it up, and it's going to get noisy here. So we're going to churn. Here we go. This one actually churned a little bit faster than the last one did for some reason. But there it is. Now I'm going to take this butter. Let's get it out. Try to scoop it out without taking out the buttermilk. Now, if you've used buttermilk before, you know buttermilk is great for a whole bunch of different things. Basically, this is where buttermilk comes from. Churning cream into butter. This is crazy. All right. So let's get the butter out of here. Voila. Look at that. We have butter. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the butter and I'm going to squish as much of this excess buttermilk that's in it. I'm going to try to squish all that out of it. And let that sit back in the pan so you'll see. Make sure you wash your hands in cycles here. So there's the residual of what's left inside the food processor, which again is buttermilk. We're gonna take this. Let's take this and just compress and get that butter, get all the excess milk out of there. You can put it in your hand and squeeze it if you want to. I'm trying to do this with one hand, so I apologize. But yeah, you just pretty much squeeze. Try to get that excess milk out of there. This one is, it's really soft, and of course that's why you're going to put it in the refrigerator, right? This next part is pretty simple also, and again I saw this on YouTube. So next you want to clean your butter. I put ice and water in a bucket, so I got really cold ice water here, and just cover it up just a little bit. You don't need a lot, all right? And just work it through that cold ice water. And what you're gonna feel like that doing is actually firming the butter up, which I was surprised that it did that also. But it's firming it up. You want to wash this a couple times until the water isn't cloudy anymore. It's kind of cloudy. We'll just dump that in there. We'll do a second wash. Don't get the ice inside the thing. You don't want ice in there. All right, just use the water itself. Second wash, and the butter is firming up nicely. All right, one more should do it. Here's the last roll. Yeah. Now you can see the water's not even cloudy anymore. If you can see that, the water is actually coming out a little bit clearer, and the butter is firmed up nice. Dump that out, and we have a nice firm ball of butter. That's butter, people. Now I'm gonna add one twist to this. So Crab had talked about he wanted garlic salt. You know, so what I've done is I've taken a teaspoon of garlic powder and a teaspoon of salt, and I'm probably going to add a teaspoon of sugar into this to make garlic salt. So all we're going to do is going to take this, just dump it in, just like that, right? And just going to roll it in, mix it in. Make sure you squish it all the way through to get it all the way in, get all that salt and garlic mixed throughout your butter. Obviously, this is going to kind of loosen it up a little bit for you, but that's fine because the next thing you're going to do is wrap it up in a ball and put it away. But we're going to taste it also to make sure that it's, you know, got a nice, you know, garlic butter taste to it, and it's not too salty. If it is too salty, the first run through I did, it was too salty. Add a little bit of sugar. The sugar neutralizes the saltiness in it. About a teaspoon of sugar. Roll it in there again. Get it. Then I just take some saran wrap here. Just grab your ball of butter that you had and just wrap it up in your saran wrap. All right, you can make it into a ball, make it into a square, whatever you want to make it into. I did both of mine into a ball. And I'm gonna take this, put that in the refrigerator. There we go. That's butter. That's simple.